to the next location for work. Went live yesterday. I'm hoping somebody can confirm that y'all can hear me on the mic. Um, if I go minimize this, oh, okay, it does. Interesting. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm hoping I could be heard. Somebody out there, hopefully, can let me know. Hold on, let me see something. Messages, and we're back. All right. Hopefully, you guys can't hear me. Sorry, I'm trying to get it done with the mic this time around, so I can have a little bit better quality sound when I do the video for y'all. Yesterday's upload was pretty good. For whatever reason, the app itself was tripping on me. Like, it kept saying that it was uploading, but like if you go to my page, the video was there. So I don't know what that was about. Hopefully this doesn't turn off. Are we charged? It should be. Yeah, we got a green light. I got the little fuzzy one to kind of help with air. Hopefully it does. And I'm just gonna be driving and kicking it. I sent the link for the live to my buddy Sente. If you guys follow me on any of my other socials, he's the one that I'm always kicking it with on my he's the one I interact with the most out of all my homies. He be home chilling and stuff like that. So by the time I get home, he stays out in Colorado. By the time I get home, and what are you doing, lady? Sorry, people out here just be driving wild. But yeah, whole point of me going live and doing all this is so that I can get hopefully some following, some people that are interested. I titled the video something with like sneakers, cars, and animes, just to kind of so people kind of know somewhat of what we're gonna be talking about, because that's what I fuck with. I know a lot about animes. I don't want to say I know a lot about cars. I used to work on cars. I fixed cars for a while. I went to UTI to work on them and stuff like that. So for those who are in here, hi, hello. Do me a quick favor. Can you guys just do a quick message and let me know if you can hear me? Because I'm trying this out and I just want to confirm that I am audible. I hate to be talking like this, like a minute and a half in, and then nobody can hear me. So if anybody can just confirm that you guys can hear me, I would appreciate it. 6 people in here at a time. That's what's up. Hello, everybody. How are you? Keep me company. I'm on my drive right now, going from one store to another. I'm a driver for work. I just recently got my phone service set up so I could just have unlimited data, so I can start going live on these drives. So I'm gonna try to be doing these daily. Sometime there's no way that's the real time. If that's the real time, that's crazy. Um, wow. Sorry. Yeah, I'm normally not on the road still at this time. Still trying to go to the other location, but we had a lot that got to get dropped off today. So, and I had to wait for them to check it all. So we're good. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. Still waiting to see if anybody can confirm that I sound good. There's 2 people on here on the channel. Just waiting to hear if I sound legit or not. And whoever gave me the thumbs up, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so for the YouTube channel, just in case it needs to be done or whoever's watching, no hands, right? This is a hands-free experience. I'm not holding the phone by any means. It's on a clip. So, yeah, 4 people. You sound good. Thank you, Nate Naz. Naz or Naze or Nate Naz. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so anime, cars, music. If I could, I would have music playing right now, but I feel like if I did, I'd get copyright struck or whatever. So I really wish I could play music. That's one of the things that's kind of cool about TikTok going live on there, is that if I do, I could play my music and like it doesn't save the live. So like it's not gonna get copyrighted. Just if you missed it, you missed it. Which I guess technically I could do the same thing here. I would probably wait until I had a big enough following, or if or when I get a big enough following, because I got to throw that out into the universe. But I would pretty much wait until I did so I can bump some music. Like right now, I got that new Evanescence song stuck in my head. That's the opening for. I think it's the opening. Even if it's not in the opening, it's in the anime for Devil May Cry, the new one that's on Netflix, which I gotta check out. I was kind of like, do I or do not want to? But I saw the music video for the song, and I saw some clips that they had for the show, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to try it out. So that might be something I make a reaction to. I have solo leveling episodes that I still need to edit, so I can make reactions to that. Knocked out season 1 and 2. I don't. Hopefully nobody's in here where I can give spoiler. I'm actually not gonna say nothing unless anybody states that we're good to talk about it. I don't want to give out spoilers for people that are just like potentially coming in here. But if anybody's trying to watch anime right now, yeah, you know what? I would argue that maybe solo leveling isn't the best one to start with, just because it's so good that all the other ones might just be disappointed with the rest. If you're somebody who avidly watches anime, you need something new. Go watch solo leveling. I got a buddy of mine right now who just started One Piece, which I'm super excited about because like none of my homies from my group, except for one other one, watches anime that I know of. My buddy Nardo, and he's been watching One Piece, but he's not caught up. And if you watch One Piece, you know that these bitches are like at 1,000+ episodes right now. So, my buddy Sente started getting on it, and I told him, bro, you're not gonna be disappointed. He's already invested. He's already at the part where they fight Buggy for the first time. So I was like, I'm surprised. Normally it takes a while for people to get invested into One Piece. It normally takes a good for me personally, I was in it, but like I didn't get fully invested until Skypiea, until they go to the Sky Island. When they get there, shit, that's when I was like, oh, this is about to be some fire. And then at that point, I was fully invested from then on. And when I caught up, I think when I caught up, it was the 2 year split. Like I think they already, like Kuma separated them, and they were all coming back to meet up. Like Luffy already had the red button up kind of shirt with the yellow sash and the blue pants. He could already go Gear 2 with the just off the punch. Zoro comes back with the eye slash. We still don't know what that happened with that, and all that stuff. So like that's where I caught up. So from then on, I was watching it on a weekly, like the whole Horty Jones, Mermaid Island series. From then on, I was on it weekly. So, and yeah, it took me a while. I think it took me like 2 or 3 months to catch up. And I couldn't even tell you my favorite arc. Marineford is definitely on there. It's like top 2, top 3. But Marineford, the war at Marineford, and when they go save Robin. What is that? Enies Lobby? Or is Enies Lobby when they go get Ace? And then Marineford is that fight. I don't know. The war fight. The one where Whitebeard shows up and the whole Ace when they're gonna go save Ace. And the one where they go save Robin. For me, those are the top 2. But so my friend Sente, that I was just talking about, he wanted to start watching Jujutsu Kaisen, but he didn't want to get into it until he finished One Piece. And I told him, I was like, bro, One Piece is so long. Get into Jujutsu and just have One Piece be like that back burner anime, like that one you just keep going back to. Like if you get burnt out of Jujutsu, just go back and watch One Piece, and then you'll be fine. And then if you get burnt out of One Piece, then you can just that's the great time to just go jump on some other anime and watch it from there. So and the reason he started getting into it is because I got him into collecting Funkos, because I started collecting Funkos. And a lot of the dope ones that he comes across, or at least a lot of the ones that he likes in terms of how they look, they come from Jujutsu Kaisen. So he doesn't know. To him, they just look good, but he doesn't have a backstory as to like anything about it, like why they look good or anything like that. So He's gonna start watching Jujutsu Kaisen. He's probably gonna want that Funko that I'm gonna want, that pre-ordered one. The one where it's like that trap box look. It's such a crazy story about that. So I do sneakers review on my other channel, right? I have another channel that's called GiNkO Kicks Gaming, Kicks with a Z, where I do gaming, sneakers reviews, and for the past month or two, I've been collecting socks. So I've been upping my sock collection. I've been posting stuff on there on shorts and stuff like that. And damn man, I forgot what I was talking about. GiNkO Kicks Gaming on my other channel. Why was I talking about it? It wasn't sneakers. Was it in regards to the gaming? Fuck, I can't remember. It'll come to me. I should be on the freeway. So when I was little, I used to want these all the time. You know, you just have certain bags or certain candies that weren't sold at the stores, but like if somebody brought them at the school, it's like, oh, I want one. Like back in my day, it was one of those things. Like if somebody brought a bag of Skittles, like everybody wanted a fucking Skittle or two. If you brought a pack of gum, everybody wanted a stick type shit. So this was one of those things. And then when I became an adult, this sorry. I had always wanted these. I just never I never had the extra dollar or whatever to just go get them. So I had my best friend at the time. Well, he's still my best friend. It was my roommate, and I saw him buying Lunchables, like a gang of Lunchables one time at Kroger. I said, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, it's for lunch." I'm like, "Lunchables for real?" He's like, "Man, you know how badly I used to want these as a kid, and now I can fucking buy a whole box of them, like, or like I could just buy a bunch of them because they were selling them like for $1." And it got me thinking, like, what candies, like what candies are there now that I can just buy a box for? Like Capri Suns, for example, right? One of the first things I did when I was an adult, I bought a whole box of Capri Suns and just fucked them up. Why? Because I remember when you get a Capri Sun, it's just one, and you want another one after it. So it's just like, man, what the like? I'm an adult now. Like I'm an adult with kid. I'm a kid with adult money. That's real shit. So, um, hence the Funkos, hence the socks. Eventually, I'm gonna be collecting skateboard decks. Have those be like art pieces in the house. That look pretty sick. Similar to the ones from Yuto. Yuto Horigome has a dope ass skateboard where it looks like Mount Fuji or just some mountain. And it's like pink. I think it's the mountain. If it's not a mountain, it's a wow, I cannot fucking remember the name. Pagoda? I might be completely wrong, but I think that's what it's called. Those big like old school, like 1800 like looking Japanese buildings. It's like that. Like by the water with like some pink. I don't know, it looks sick as fuck. I have it as a tech deck. Because I try to collect all the tech decks from YouTube. Because April's my so when I used to skate back in the day, favorite skater. I used to rock nothing but shorties and Circa shoes because Chad Muscle used to be sponsored by Circa before he made his own shoes, which I think is called Supra. So I used to skate shorty decks all the time. And then I stopped skating for a bit. Like I stopped skating in the beginning of high school. Didn't skate again until I got to college. I had a buddy of mine that I made there, a friend of mine that I made there when I went to college, and he was sponsored by like a shop, not like an actual brand or nothing, but like a shop. So he would get free skateboards and stuff like that for just to fuck up. So he hooked me up with that Baker board one day, which was pretty sick. He just had so many because like I think he just wanted somebody to skate with, and I didn't have a board anymore because the last one I had broke, or a buddy of mine broke it, and like I still had skate shoes, like old beat up ass skate shoes. So he went to go. He went into his trunk. He was like, "Here, bro, you need a board. Just go." Like, so he just lent it to me just so I could skate with him that day. And then, like by the end of the week, he was like, "Bro, just keep the board because he's gonna keep taking it out of my fucking trunk and all that. So just keep it." I'm like, for real? He was like, "Yeah, bet." Got on the board, started skating again. Forgot how fucking fun it was. Caught my first Nike SBs because of that shit. They were Nike SB mid grip tapes. I love them to this. I fucking want them again. Looking at what they look like now, I was skating in like $200-300 shoes or $400 shoes. Like I was fucking them up, but I like them. So now as an adult, I started skating again. Sorry, before I leave that last story. When we graduated, before we left, the last time we had a skate session, he gave me the last skateboard he had. Just because he was like, I got so many, he was like, here, bro, like you can just have it. And it was a girl one. I have it hung up in my room to this day, or in the living room. But I started doing that. So yeah, got the board, and then I hadn't skated again at all. Had no interest, nothing. I got here, and I don't know what happened within the last year or two ago, but I just got into the skating scene again, and just got into just like I don't know, cause like at high school at some point I got out of skateboarding and I got into cars. My first car was a Nissan Silvia 240 SX 91. I love that car. It's a sore subject. I don't want to talk about it right now, but it's not my daily anymore. So yeah, so when I got into skating, when I got into cars, I had left skateboarding, and at that point in time, in terms of the culture, YouTube wasn't even like relevant yet. Like you still had Newgrounds and what was the other one? Fuck, I can't remember. There were two old school sites that people used to go to watch their shit. Like YouTube was in its infancy. So, cut to today. You know, current time, last year, 2 years ago. I pick up skating again for a little bit. Just kind of get back into the whole scene of it. I started collecting sneakers like 2-3 years ago. Nike SBs obviously making it my radar. I think that's what gets me back into skating again. And then I come across Yuto. I come across Yuto from watching the X Games. I think it's 2023 or 2024 X Game. I think it's 2023. Because this year ain't happened yet, and I've already seen him twice. So the first one, where he does the U-Tornado, yeah, like everything about it. Just like his calmness, the way that he makes it just look easy, like everything about it. Like I just fuck with him heavy. And he was from Japan. I like Japan culture. So there's somebody else. So I started watching a bunch of skate videos again. Now that I knew that, you know, it just dawned on me that YouTube is now accessible for all these skateboard videos. Because, like I said, in my time, YouTube wasn't out and about, so I didn't even correlate it, even on TikTok or any kind of social media platform. So my current skaters to date now are Nigel Houston. Sorry, Yuto, who do you go, man? Shane O'Neill, Nigel Houston, P-Rod. Chad Musk was always going to be there as an honorable mention because he's the reason I got into skating in the first place. Like, he's the reason I love it. So he just sits at the top of the tier. So Chad Muska, Yuto Shane, Nigel, P-Rod, Haisa Leal, and Leticia Buffoni. I think it's her last name, Buffoni. I think those chicks are sexy. Well, I think Leticia's sexy. Haisa, she's going to be pretty when she gets older. Like, she already has that look. Like, once she breaks 18, official pretty. For now, she's just a beautiful young lady is what we're just going to call her. But Leticia, as far as I know, she's 18 and over. I could get with that. So, yeah, so like when SLS comes on and stuff like that, I'll be watching it. I follow P-Rod on YouTube. I want to start doing videos when he gets like stuff in from Nike. I want to start doing like reviews for that shit. Because then I know what SBs to look out for and little things like that. So. Sorry, I'm currently on the freeway. I probably got about 20 minutes left before I got to get a point B. 20. I appreciate whoever's watching this, taking the time to make me a part of your day. I appreciate it. Said I will be doing this continuously. Interesting story that happened to me this weekend. I don't know if I said it yesterday, but I met a couple over the weekend that was like a gaming couple. Lately, me and my buddy have been playing Marvel Rivals heavy. Marvel Rivals and Sons of the Forest are the two games we play heavy. We were playing Marvel Rivals. And we just finished beating a game. I get an invite request for a gentleman by the name of Trey. Just to make sure this shit is going. I only know one other person named Trey that games. It's a black buddy of mine I met when I used to work at Scuff Gaming, like the video game controllers. I used to work at the warehouse here in Georgia. During lunchtime, me and Trey used to play Marvel vs. Capcom. He used to have like this portable. It looked like a fucking briefcase. You would open it up and it had a TV. And then it had like joystick. If you wanted to, and then it had like USB connectors on the side if you wanted to like bring a remote or some shit. He brought it one time. And he was showing it to me. I saw his fighting game. I was like, bro, you got Marvel vs. Capcom too? He was like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna bring my controller tomorrow. We're gonna play. I bet. We used to run it. I think I had the winning ratio. He got a couple dubs, but I definitely want more. It was one of the first times. Have you guys ever seen Grandma's Boy? You know when he kind of just shows up and he's just like a boss at the game, like any game he plays. That's kind of what I felt like. Like everybody was kind of like, "Oh, cool, he's got a new Marvel vs. Capcom game." You know, like it was just like the thing to kind of Google over at the moment. And I saw the Marvel vs. Capcom playing. I heard the music, and I was like, "All right, you got it for real. Let's get in this." We play. I start winning. He's like, "Oh, okay, you know how to play." I'm like, "Bruh, I've racked in hours. Like, if you add all the hours I've put in on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it probably equates to an entire full week, like a full wake week, like 24 times 7, which is what? It's 14, 60, 168, 168 hours straight, probably way more than that. I know I did. I beat the game 3 times. In order to beat the game, you have to unlock all the characters, all right, which you start off, I think, with like 16, and there's like 32 total or some shit like that, or probably more. No, it's way more. It's like 50 something. I'm fucking lying. I think you start off with 30 something, and you got to unlock, I forget how many, but you got to unlock all the characters, get all their costumes, like all their alternate costumes, Got to unlock all the levels, and PlayStation did something different where you had to unlock like a gallery artwork picture of them or some shit like that. But yeah, yo, that shit sucks. I definitely put in 160 hours worth of. So I play Trey. Oh, sorry. So that's the Trey that I thought it was. Because the guy's name, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but like his username. But like I said, I see the name. I messaged him. I was like, "Is this Trey? Like Trey? Like MVC2 Trey? Because that's the abbreviation for Marvel vs. Capcom 2." I was like, "MVC2 Trey," and he was like, "Nah, man, this Black Trey." The moment he said that, I was like, "Oh, this." It just tickled my heart a little bit. Like, "Oh, that's pretty funny to say back. Like, this guy might be pretty cool." So I invite him. At this one, I'm gaming with my friend Sente, who I mentioned earlier, who I'm always with, PC wise, anyways. So we game, and we let him in. We like the first round. He has to have his mic charged up or whatever. So like we're just talking via chat, like just hey, you ready for the round? Um, waiting on something real quick. Then we gonna run it. Like just little shit like that, just basic courtesy. And then this reminds me of a Gran Turismo story I kind of want to tell, if I can remember. So the first round we don't play. Second round he finally mics up. We start talking, and the dude's cool as fuck. Like it was a dope ass experience. I could have easily gone any way. And the dude actually turned out to be a pretty nice guy. Stays out in Texas. Is married, just had a newborn, and we gained, I think, 2 times so far, like a Saturday and a Sunday. I think is we gained, or a Monday. I think it was a Sunday. Um, his girlfriend games as well, or fiance or wife. I don't know what it is in total. I know he said girlfriend, so, but I know they're the ones that have a child together. Um, but yeah, they were super cool. Like I said, she was a gamer too, so she hopped on the Discord with us. You know, hopped on the like the party. Marvel Rivals, we played. She actually plays Cloak and Dagger. She actually plays Cloak and Dagger just like I do, because that's my main on there. I'm always a healer when it comes to games, so it was pretty cool that we managed to. It was cool to just meet different people. Like it was my first experience. Like more so probably, I don't want to say, yeah, it probably had a little bit more meaning to me in terms of just a random act in terms of my life, just because I've been grieving a breakup relationship, like these past months, really. And some days are just worse than others. Some weekends are worse than others. And this particular weekend, I was down on one day, and then I was kind of being up, and then I was just kind of so like actually meeting this person and just talking to them, just getting to know just somebody new and stuff like that, and it being part of the brand and stuff like that. It was pretty dope that you know that I just met somebody random, somebody from the brand, and I asked him. I was like, well, when he got on, he was like, yeah, bro. I was like, I tried I've been trying to link up with people that you just game with, just to like to just to meet some people. For like, he's like, bro, I've sent like 3 or 4 invites today. Like, you're the only person that actually accepted. And I was like, word. I was like, I honestly accepted because I wasn't sure. I was like, I thought you were my homie, and then you said you weren't. But when you said your response, like, nah, this is Black Trey. I was like, oh, this is funny. I kind of want to see. I kind of want to meet you and see what's up. I was like, worst case, we just delete each other. And like I said, he's been real cool. My buddies were also cool playing with him too. So like, there was no friction or nothing like that. So definitely gonna be something that we potentially, um, like if he's on today, we might just game today and just kind of have that be the day to do. So yeah, I think I'm like 10 minutes away from where I gotta be. So I appreciate everybody who's been watching, who's been listening. How long has this been going on for? 28 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. So yeah, I appreciate everybody who's just taking the time. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing these daily now as best of my ability, at least like Monday through Friday. The days that I have to drive for work, when I have to drive from one store to the other, that'll probably be, I have like the biggest span of time there from one store to the other. So I might, that might be my plan now going forward, is is going live, so I can start interacting with y'all, talking to y'all. You know, little by little, this will grow. This will blossom and become something. I heard something recently that said, "I take hard earth and make it bloom." Something about that is just kind of got in my brain in the process of creating, like being a creative, whether it's with my content that like videos I gotta edit, or whether it's videos that I need to create, anything along those lines. So. So yeah, I kind of actually want to game with them today if I can. I know the other day, I think it was Monday, we jumped on and they were there. At least he was, but we didn't jump on because we were playing Sons of the Forest. That game is an interesting game, man, because I didn't think I was gonna like it, and then like after like a full day or two of kind of getting the hang of it, and like I don't know. I think what I didn't like about it in the beginning is like I felt like I didn't have no purpose, no guide. Like I didn't know what to do, and like now when I'm there, I kind of have like I kind of know what I can do. I can get some food for everybody. I can start building something if I need to. I can start chopping down trees, build my strength. Like now that I have kind of like a purpose, a guide on like what to do, the game's a little bit more fun. And then when we go out and about and do shit, like the bow, you get a fucking samurai sword. Just off the bow and samurai sword alone, I'm heavy. So, 420. Who's celebrating 420? What are the odds 420 lands on Easter Sunday? That's gotta mean something, right? Easter Sunday is gonna be tough for me. 420 is gonna be tough for me because the girl who the breakup that I'm grieving, that girl's birthday is on April 20th, and she celebrates it. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be in my feels about that shit, as I have been. I mentioned before I was grieving the breakup with her, and it has not been going well. It doesn't help that she's already moved on with somebody and has had a vacation with them and the whole nine, and I'm here still suffering. And not to sound pessimistic, but I'm just here suffering and like alone, and it sucks. So I'm trying to think about that right now. This is kind of a way to distract myself from that, even if it's for 30 to 40 minutes or however long. It's about to be 40. Well, 32. By the time I get there, 35, 37. So, yeah, it's difficult to exist right now, if I'm being fucking honest. That's for next month. Next month's supposed to be mental health awareness. I could talk about some shit on fucking May. I've been wanting to write poetry lately. I used to write poems back in the day to just kind of get some thoughts out of my head. I have a journal that I write in to also clear my mind. But lately I've been wanting to write poetry. I came across a post on Instagram that was like, you know, in English you say I love you, or in something you say I love you, but in poetry you say I can't exist without you, and it's like a whole like poem, like bars for bars and everything. And it was touching, moving, beautiful, inspiring. Like it kind of made me want to do something similar to where I'm just, you know, writing down poems and just reciting them. Like it might just be good therapy for me, because I'm broken on so many levels. Like there are many times where I'm having regular conversations with people and like I'm ready to just cry. Like I can feel the knot in my throat. I can feel my eyes getting juicy. Like I can feel all that coming about, and it sucks. So yeah, day 2 of going on my live. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm about to be at point B. If you guys are interested on any questions that I can answer or anything like that, what I might do the next one is I might have my I use like the Gemini AI thing on my phone. I might just have that shit ask like create 100 questions about whatever, and then I'm gonna probably have it on my other phone, and then I'll just start but I'll start answering questions like that. That way, y'all could just get to know me until I start getting people on here that'll start asking me questions, and get my regulars, my frequents, people that are you know are down with the tribe, GiNkO tribe. So thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow will be another day. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Peace.